to it as this running back makes his way onto the field and fixed. They are glued on him.
Yeah, the old school, because nowadays it's usually quarterbacks and the other guys that get all the attention. But this guy's so good. He is the focal point. He's the guy everybody's looking to. He's the tone setter. He's the physical bell cow for this team. He will get the rock early and often.
And they'll spot it at the 38, and that will be plenty for the first down.
Well, when you talk Nebraska football, it always comes down to their ability running it on offense. Whether it's the option or whether it's conventional, they've got a long and illustrious history of great running backs, and this guy is on the field for a reason. His vision, his ability to make people miss, run with toughness, he can do it all.
He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
Might as well give it to him again. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
They move the tight end all over. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because 3rd down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
Going to try to get it himself. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business.
And he does a really good job with that mesh point. The mesh point is when he sticks it in the running back's belly. When he pulls it, he gets downhill quick to chew up some quick yards. Nice play early in this football game.
From the gun, give on the inside. 3 down to the 21.
Nice run there on 1st down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Quick completion to the right. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is, because they know he's a big part of this offensive success.
Movement here from the tight end. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. And the Huskers will keep this drive going.
This offense knew coming into this one, guys, how important it was to start early. And on this opening drive for them, they're doing a nice job running the football there on 3rd down. They're in a position on the field now. If you're on defense, you got to be ready for a shot throw into the end zone.
The Huskers with the 1st and 10. Wide receiver shows motion. Back to pass, it's Cummings. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. He looked as if he thought he had it all the way, and this junior makes a play.
And I know this defense statistically hasn't been one of the best against the pass this year, but they have had some guys banged up. They believe they've got difference makers on the back end that just need to make more plays. That DB right there is one of those guys, and he does it here on the opening drive, getting a huge interception.
The Ducks offense has its first opportunity of the day. One thing to watch, can this guy get in the quarterback's head and make him take a peek at the rush, David?
Dang, Skippy, that's what you want to do. You want to make this guy a little bit more human and not as much of a game breaker at the quarterback spot. Get some pressure on him. Hit him a few times.
He's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he can't hurt you if he's laying on his back, and this defensive end can put him there often.
They'll give it to the back. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Got room at the 35. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves to change for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. They'll run it from the gun. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The Ducks are moving quickly down the field. Trying to find his man on first down. He looks that one in nicely. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. To the ground with the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
being a heat-seeking missile. He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Got some work to do on second down after that last one. They need 13. Trying to get to it. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
You're not going to win a lot of games. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. So far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
We might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. Wilson will throw. Pressure coming. He's got an open man. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. Field goal is good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. For this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive done.
They'll go to the ground.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of that game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Looking to throw on second down. Unloads to the wideout. Just missed his man. Gave him just a little too much.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
On third down, going up top. Throws for the tight end. Another incompletion on third down. The Cornhuskers line up to punt it away. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and find.
Off he goes! And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes a stop. First down here for the offense. How about these 2 running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Able to get one down to the 15.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They are a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was in that last one.
That is no good. Guys, a missed opportunity there. The lead is still 3.
And no sting for this team. I tell you what, when you drive the field against a really, really good defense and you have an opportunity to get points, you got to capitalize on them now. And that one will sting a little bit because I thought the offense did a good job moving the ball down the field.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Running back. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the 1st down. When you're called Corn Huskers, you're like a big red thrashing machine, and you're going to get it done on the ground.
Just going to chew up the ground yards. Just going to eat you up, play physical, be different. And that's what Nebraska fans want. Throw back to the old days, the glory days, and they want some of that here in this recent history.
Makes the catch. It's Flynn.
I guess if you're going to get a 1-yard gain, at least it's... Great body control, great job understanding how to keep her foot in bounds and give a little toe tap on the sidelines there.
Trying play action. Unloads it left. It's caught. Tackled after picking up the 1st down. Just outstanding execution, continuing to work his way back through the football.
Yeah, and everything about this route looks vertical. Like it's a go. I'm thinking speed, and then he sets it down. QB puts the ball on the money, and he makes the play.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
And if I'm a QB, I'm calling my own number a lot, especially when it's successful like this. Continue to put me in good situations, continue to get positive chunks of yards. Yep, I'll keep that more.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And a great job by the linebacker. You could tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. Looking downfield, it's Cummings. They're trying to get to it. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
And the Huskers will try to pick it up on 4th down. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 4th down, going to the air. Complete out of the backfield. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
At midfield, he's got room. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold it, open.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Line gets set, 1st down. Handoff from the shotgun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Wilson to pass. It's complete. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the 1st down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
The Ducks will call on their punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. What can they pull out of the playbook here on 2nd and long from the 17? Quickly complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Throws to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? The Huskers will punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Well, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Fires to the tight end. Brought down at the 48 after a gain of 5. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. The RPO, it's complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a run.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Feeling some heat. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Back to the air one more time. Fires downfield. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And the Ducks will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Gonna run it. It's Flynn. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to get a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so third down becomes an easier down. It's not third and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
Muscling ahead on third and short. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short.
Timeout, Oregon.
The Cornhuskers send out the punt unit.
In punt formation to kick it away.
He gets it away from his own end zone. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense. From the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again. Create some momentum. Just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Let's see what they've got on second down. Wilson will throw. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
When you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take two plays to get the first. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Well, on third and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on fourth down.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. He's looking for a man on second down. Getting some heat. And the quarterback is snowed under. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, time for everyone to take a deep breath and digest what we just saw in Lincoln. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen and panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. And with that, back to the Sea of Red and our guys at Memorial Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And the Huskers will line up to kick off and start the second half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Line gets set, first down. Looking to move it through the air. Makes the grab outside. It's Albright. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. He's got it. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
That's a really nice looking throw. When I think about the Ducks offense, I think about explosive plays, right? In the running game, but also in the passing game. I feel like if this team is going to win the conference, make throws like that on a consistent basis. But I'll tell you, he really gives them a chance. He makes this offense go.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Snagged in the middle. It's Banks. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
The Ducks want to crank the tempo. They're going to run it to the right. Finds a crease at the 20. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. He's got 93 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rush. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. They'll run it up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? 3rd and goal from way back there. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power, you just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. It's still a 3-point game after the miss.
Well, they knew coming into this game touchdowns were going to be real hard to come by going up against this defense. So when you got opportunities to kick field goals, you've got to come away with 3 points. You're not going to get these chances very often. The
Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. The The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. To the air, it's Cummings. Quarterback adapting. And he's got his man on the sideline. He'll come up a little short of the first down.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
And listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, I love teams that commit to the run, and when it's successful, keep running the rock.
Yeah, David, I think this offensive line right now, they've...
Intercepted. Got some room to run. He's at the 30. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Man, what a play. Now you're setting your offense up for great position, but you want to make big plays as a defense. Not only make big plays, return it a long way down the field. You wanted a touchdown, obviously, but you set your offense up in great scoring position.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
All right, nice job, defense. Backs against the wall. You did your job setting up 4th down. Just be careful, though, because this is a team that's shown they can fake field goals. Your guys have to be alert.
They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. And it's right down the boulevard. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Auburn is down, but they are not out of it. Not in Jordan-Hare, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7. Oklahoma. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Pollard.
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. Hoping to find one that works this time on 2nd down from the 7. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. The Huskers will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. And when your defense is performing like this, pitching a shutout, you want to find a way to reward them and help them out a little bit, David.
And I guess that's the upside for this offense. Their defense has been so good, but man, oh man, they've got to find something, Jesse, that they can hang their hat on, something they can do to move the football.
It just feels like at this point.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And the defense comes up with the sacks. And this defense has been dialed in all day. Really good job. This offense is going to have to find something different, do something to try to stretch this D and make them feel uncomfortable.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield.
What if I had told you this quarterback would be sacked at least 5 times in this game and yet still somehow would be winning? It's not normally how it works. You got to give the offense credit because even though they've suffered some serious negative plays, they've still been able to make some good things happen.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. They're going to ride this running back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat, and you expect to win. And sometimes that leads to slow starts, but I think if they can get that passion, that adrenaline, they get a little fired up right here, I think they'll take care of business.
And they just got to make a play. They just got to get something positive to happen here, sort of wake them up, and then put another play back-to-back, and all of a sudden they get that momentum going. We know that.
And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the 1st down here. That one comes out hot down the right side.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. He'll get this drive started from the 29. Handoff from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Wilson to pass. Pocket starts to collapse. And he can't pull the trigger, and that will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We wrap it up with a sack. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now, the 7th sack of the game.
The Ducks will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. Return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
And you can tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in the fourth quarter game.
Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Quick release by the QB. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska!
What did I start for this offense? The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. His passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And the extra point gives them a 1-point lead here in the 4th. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. Looking for blockers. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Off the play fake on 1st down. Still looking on the move. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
What a beautiful day for the defense. A sack for you, a sack for you. Everybody gets a sack. Everything good happening for this defense.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. They think they can create space here with the run to the right. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give him credit.
He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety.
And that's a big-time play by this defense. When you needed it the most in the fourth quarter, this game is super close, it's tight. Not only do you make a play and get a stop, you put points on the board and you get the football back with a chance to salt this football game away. That's how defenses step up late in games.
After getting caught for a safety, they're lined up and ready to kick it off. Bringing it back, it's Flynn. He's brought down after a good return, gets it out to the 31. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Fast motion from the offense. Quick pass on the jet motion. Running toward the tape. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Keeping it on the ground with the running back.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. On the option. The pitch. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need to push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
Coming after it. Get it out on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
When the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than his block, that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch when you want to eat. You want to possess the football. Just nice to have that kind of guy.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. Operating in the red zone here on second down.
Get set.
Wide out in motion. The give on the inside. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Sticks it in his belly. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. You already have the lead. Scoring is always good, but milk the clock and it will be your friend. Barrels ahead. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. They'll try to run it in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Yeah, I think my thought process needs to be points are good. Because if I get a field goal here, that's fine. I take the lead by more than a field goal. They got to go the length of the field. But I also want to run this clock, let it continue to work. But the goal is to get a touchdown. So let's see what this offense dials up next.
Trying to get it done with the run here on 3rd and goal. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Pollock.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
Pushes toward the goal line. They stop him short of the mark.
With the carry is
Job by the defense on 4th down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. And if you list the priorities here, Jesse, first thing, get your kicker into his comfort zone.
It's a balance.
Ball in the air, intercepted! And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. Great job by the defense. Not closing the door completely, but stopping the momentum late in the game when you already got a lead. Nice job, D.
Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get a close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That's going to do it for us. Team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.